Alright guys, so today we are doing a rainbow showcase for Kid Buu. I feel like everyone knows what he does, but I am just going to break him down pretty fast. Obviously he's the extreme int 120 lead. I shouldn't say he's the extreme int 120 lead, because now the support Vegeta has the same leader skill except just better. Now his super attack he does immense, he heals 12% HP. He gets 100% attack, and then an additional 70% attack when HP is 30% or above. So basically he just has 170% attack, which is kind of gross. Links, he has Majin, Brutal Beatdown, More Than Meets the Eye, Big Bad Bosses, Infinite Regeneration, while standing tall in fierce battle. So if you notice something here, he has no key links. That is like his main problem. And then going over categories on Resurrected Warriors, Majin Buu Saga, Transformation Boost, and Artificial Life Forms. Today we're going to be showing off on Resurrected Warriors and Transformation Boost. Obviously right now we're on Transformation Boost. Now on this team, well, not just on this team, but on every team, you're going to need to run supports, or you're going to need to run key up items. Like, I brought key up items just so that we could super with him. I don't know what he's going to get to here, because I actually haven't used him in a super long time. So here he does have a support unit. He is linked up with a Buu. But one of the good things, now a lot of people don't talk about this, but like, they just talk about how bad it is that he doesn't have key links. But because he doesn't have key links, he has a lot of attack links. So here's at 2.2 million without Big Bad Bosses. I almost said with support, but if you're going to run this guy, you're going to need to run a lot of support. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned this. He's the special character for this event. I just hopped in Boss Rush, and I didn't even know that, and I was like, oh, he's the special character for this. And I am running SCR Janemba over Int Janemba, because Int Janemba would, like, 100% steal the show. Even though my Int Janemba isn't rainbowed and my SCR Janemba is, I still think my rainbowed SCR Janemba would do, like, much less than the normal Int Janemba. I just wanted someone who could, like, tank. Now, Super Buu, my Super Buu has 2 dupes to friend, Super Buu has 1 dupe, and that was just because that was the only friend I could find. I really don't want the Super Buu to, like, try and show out here. Okay, this is nice. How much is it going to do? Is that enough for us to have Big Bad Bosses? I don't think so. See, like, one thing about Buu is it's a little tricky to get Big Bad Bosses with him, just because he does heal 12% HP every time he supers, which most of the time won't be every turn, unless if you're running a team like this where it's like, you have 2 main rotations, and then you have 3 floating support type units, which isn't a bad way to build a team. Please don't crit and finish it. He was a 1.5. I need to remember that all of the attack links are also being activated on Super Buu, so it's not like a one-way thing. Alright, 2.27. Now if you could use characters with the same name, obviously linking this guy up with Physical Kid Buu would be insane, because they share like the same link set, as well as the 50% support, so that would be nuts, but obviously you can't do that. Now, I do 100% think that this guy will look better on the... Whatever, we'll give Janemba Super Attack just because I haven't used him at all since I rainbowed him. This guy will 100% look better on the Resurrected Warriors team, because over there you do have, like, more powerful support type units. Obviously, the leader skill buff gives you more attack. I wish I would have Super Buu in the first slot, because this isn't going to hurt much. Yeah, 36. 1.4 with the support type unit for a rainbowed, like, 120 lead isn't great. Okay, whatever. I mean, that's probably why I haven't used him. I actually have used him, but I've only used him on the, Dokkan Battlefield. And I don't really count that, because obviously over there, unless if you have, like, a super stacked box, you don't have, like, a double category leader skill. Because I do use him as a sub, but then, I don't know, it's like, he doesn't get a full lead, you know? Okay, I do want to get a look at him without support, so I think next rotation I am just going to hold all support type units, because I do want to show you guys how difficult it is for this man to super if there's not like a 2-key or a 3-key support floating around. I think on this team there's only 2-key supports, but even the 2 extra keys really helpful. 1.9. So like, if you do run a team like this, it does work. Just like, you need to have a lot of supports. Please don't additional. Well, we've been seeing a lot of him. Now, because we're about to be facing just, like, Vegito, I hope that he can attack us for a lot. I hope we can get Big Bad Bosses. Because I do want to get that rotation as well as a rotation with no support. Now, one thing that does kind of suck is I'm pretty sure after he transforms, he heals every turn. Like, I'm not 100% sure about that, but we might be healing now. So, I am going to leave this freeze in the first slot. Hopefully he gets supered. He probably won't, but it would just be nice if he did. Now, if I don't get the rotation with Big Bad Bosses and the support, that's not the end of the world. Please super. Why is this Frieza? Oh yeah, he has damage reduction. I was like, why is this Frieza tanking so well? Super? He dodged. Okay. So I don't even think if Vegito like supered Buhan, it would do that much, and he definitely wouldn't do anything if he supered Janemba. So I don't think we're gonna get the big bad bosses with support rotation. But it's just like on a team with a lot of villains, it's kind of difficult to get big bad bosses sometimes because villains do like all the intangibles. Like if you build a villain team, there's a good chance you're gonna have attack debuffing. There's a good chance you're gonna have healing. You know, just they do a lot more stuff than hero type units most of the time. Obviously, there's some exceptions, but most of the time, villains do like heroes are more of the hard hitters, and villains do like we heal and we attack debuff and all that. Okay, so yeah, we're not. Yeah, Buhan does heal. I just saw that happen. So next time we see Kid Buu, well, I think after next time we're gonna cut. But next time he's not gonna have a key support, so we're gonna see how difficult it is for him to super. We are gonna need to go into the next event, which is fine. I did bring a Ghost Usher just in case if we did go into the UI Goku fight. I really thought about my items here. Most of the time when I do showcases, I don't at all. But here it's like, I need to bring key up items, and I need to bring a Ghost Usher in case if I make it to UI Goku. Alright, so we've seen this tech stat a million times. Actually, it went down. Oh yeah, because the Tech World Tournament cell actually gives 30%, where this cell gives 25. That's the difference there. Okay. So just after this next Kid Buu rotation, we're going to cut over to Resurrected Warriors, where he's going to probably look much better. He would look even better over there after we get the Metal Cooler EZA, but obviously I'm playing Global Dokkan, where we don't have that yet. I could attempt to get big bad bosses here. If we had supered right there, we could get big bad bosses. And we cannot super. It's really nice when you have double support type units, and you can still avoid supers. And that almost sounded sarcastic, but everyone was at 10 key, and I managed to only get 1 key for all of them. Okay. Boop. Alright. I just keep saying, my commentary is fantastic, and no one can say otherwise. If they do, they're just, they're wrong. Okay, whatever. What's Kid Buu's defense? We haven't looked at it. 38k. So do remember, he doesn't even have a defense buff. And he doesn't have a defense link if we don't have big bad bosses active either, so this is just pure defense. So we can actually get him supers multiple ways here. That's not realistic though, because most of the time when you need like that much key, you just can't get it. I say that, but everyone here needed 6 key and everyone here supered, so maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, how much is this gonna do? It's gonna do a lot. Like 100k? 130k, yeah. We got big bad bosses. I think. I didn't see it, but we probably did. Unless we have a lot more HP on this team than I thought we did. Okay. Maybe we didn't. Does Subaru not have big bad bosses? Because I know for a fact Kid Buu does. Well, anyway, we are just going to hop over to Resurrected Warriors now. We'll be back in a second. Alright, guys. So here we are on the Resurrected Warriors team. Obviously, double Angel Golden Frieza lead for the 170% attack buff. So here, he will probably look better just because of the extra attack buff. The support type units give about the same amount. On the last team, I think they gave 25%. On this team, I think Cooler might give. Okay, so we're at 2.1 here right away. If Metal Cooler has big bad bosses, which I actually don't know if he does, we could get like his best rotation next time we see Kid Buu, which would be pretty nice. I did bring STR Fat Buu because just activate links like Majin, the Wall Standing Tall, Fierce Battle. That's a whole lot of attack links. You have big bad bosses. He doesn't. Okay. So there's no reason for me to try and get hurt here. But I guess I will anyway, because eventually I'm going to want... Hold up. Looking at this team... Okay, Cell has big bad bosses. I was like, does no one have big bad bosses on this team? Because that would almost be impressive. I'm just going to give this Buu all those STRs, because he is a nuker. But he's not going to do any damage, because he's SA1. He's one of the few units in my box that's SA1 right now. Especially since lately, they've had missions where it's like train once a day, and I'm just giving Dozenkais to units that I don't have SA10. Like, for the past like week, I've been giving them all to STR Omega Shenron, and I've gotten like probably 5 out of 7 of the Dozenkais to work, which is insane luck, considering, you know, how none of them are supposed to work. Like, I have a friend who used like 100 Dozenkais on LR Trunks and Mai to try and get them from SA10 to SA20. And he got him to like SA13. It was like crazy. And it was actually 50, because it was the amount that we got from one of the EZAs recently. We're just going to do this. So, once again, there will be no big bad bosses here, but this will be an insanely good attack stat. He doesn't have many links active. That is the only thing. I'm kind of surprised Metal Cooler and Kid Buu don't link. I don't know. I really didn't look at their link set. I just knew that Metal Cooler was a support type unit, so I just threw him on here blindly. So let's see what he's at here. He's at 2.14, so not much higher. I think he will actually be higher if we just have Metal Cooler, and then we have this Buu linked up with Fat Buu. So we can actually check that out, I guess. So I guess I really didn't need to bring Bardock. I thought Bardock would have done more. He gives 30% attack when your HP is above 30%, I think it is. Also, we haven't had any looks at him where his passive wasn't active, but that's also just because, unless if you're in like Super Battle Road, you're never really going to see his passive not active. Here we are on Float Off Fat Buu, just so we can get a super good linking partner for Kid Buu. It's weird calling someone a super good linking partner when they don't even share key links, but I mean, they do share like, what, 4 attack links? I think it's the Wall Standing Tall, they share Majin, they share Fierce Battle. There might be one more. I know the Fat Buu has Master of Magic and Kid Buu doesn't. That is also an attack link, but there might be one more that I'm forgetting, or it might just be 3, I don't know. Alright, so here if we could get hurt, we could get Big Bad Bosses active. And I've been talking all video about how his key links are so bad, but we've just happened to get key falling the perfect way so that it didn't matter. So, I don't know what I'm talking about, I guess. Please super. If he's super... No, we wouldn't get Big Bad Bosses active. I just realized this is basically an extreme int team with some STR units. Alright, Kid Buu here's at 1.9. So he's hitting decently hard. Now, lately with the units that I've been showcasing, I have been talking about like their possible easy A's. Now, Kid Buu is one of the 120 leads that needs an easy A the most. Just because of his key issues. Like, let's say they left his passive the exact same, but he gives like either himself 3 or 4 key, or he gives the entire rotation 2 key, and like maybe he gives himself 50% defense and he gives the whole rotation 2 key. Then he would be like insanely good. So next rotation we're gonna be looking pretty good. We won't be able to get Big Bad Bosses, but also, you know, like this is an older event, so we wouldn't be getting it anyway. I don't remember what the next fight is. Is it Omega? Most of the time I don't take on Boss Rush just for showcases anymore. But today I'm doing it just because I am saving my stamina for the LR Goku grind. Originally, I was going to wait to grind him until we got the bonus drop for Vegeta's family that JP got. But they didn't get that till the Vegeta Legendary campaign. And right now in Global, we haven't even gotten the Trunks Legendary campaign yet. So that's pretty far away. Once again, Key just falling perfectly for some reason. And the game's just trying to prove me wrong that Kid Buu doesn't like link for Key. So let's see what he gets here. Probably higher than what we saw with double support. I don't know. We'll see. And he's at 2.37. Yeah, that is definitely higher than it was with double support. So I think that's about it for Kid Buu. Now, he's definitely decent. Just like, if you're going to run him, it would actually be... Hold up. Cell only gives 3 key to Extreme It, doesn't he? He gives 4 key to his category. Yeah, okay, never mind. I was about to say running him on a Buuhan team is actually probably the best way to run him. Because Buuhan gives that 4 key buff, which Kid Buu actually loves. And under that, like, obviously 4 key buff, because he'll only need 4 key to super, you can actually save a lot of orbs for Buuhan, because he wants them, because he's a nuker, he heals. So I think that's probably the best way to run this guy, like if you're running him in like Dokkan Battlefield or something. But he is definitely decent, just, he's nothing to write home about, you know? So I think next rotation we're actually going to have him, yeah, we have him without a support type unit here, so this is actually going to be our last attack. Again, not a support type unit, but we just have 6 key laying here for some reason. And then after this, I think we're just going to, you know, wrap the whole video up. And he's at 2.1 without a support. That's actually pretty good. So I'd say my favorite thing about him is actually probably the healing. Healing just comes in super clutch. I remember when the Super Saiyan 3 Goku EZA first came out, I got, like, this Kid was the reason I was able to beat it, because I got, like, double supers one time, and it healed us, like, 30% HP and did a lot of damage. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider leave a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Black Hole Rule, and I'll see you guys next time.